Hey guys, Professor Fat Shady from the University of Trials. I gotta apologize for the quality of my last video. To you it was probably a day or two ago, but for me it was only about 5 minutes ago. I went back and looked at the video, quality sucked. You know what, I'm not gonna fix it. Whatever. Hooray for professionalism. Anyway, so yeah, apologies for that. Anyway, I've just fiddled with the settings again. So the reason that happened is someone asked me to record in 60 frames, which I thought I already was. Turns out that even though I'm playing it and obviously representing it on screen in 60 frames, my capture settings were set to 30. Fiddled around with that, but didn't change the bitrate. That fluctuated because I increased the frame rate. I've reset and fixed the bitrate, the frame rate set, and I'm hoping this is the first 60 frame high bitrate video that I'm making, which I'm hoping is slightly better. Still not going to be perfect, but should be better quality. Anyway, so I thought, based on the recommendation of, I don't know, I suck at remembering who, I never write it down. Anyway, I'm going to check out Satch's track now. I found the extreme one, so I'm going to go and play that first, but I've already run through it once. I think this is on the easier side of extreme, which it leads me to think that I should go and try the ninja one as well. So depending on how quickly I get through this, we'll see if we bother with the next one. But anyway, awesome track. So I wanted people to see this and go and check it out. Xbox One, if you haven't figured out already. Oh, and last time I played this through, I didn't have the pressure of recording, so... I feel I went through this much smoother. Who's sending me messages? Messing up my glorious 6 fault run. But cool track. I just like that sort of industrial kind of setting. The big old nuts and bolts. I was gonna say big ass nuts and bolts, but I can say that, can't I? This one, I don't think I can recover that either. I don't think I can recover that either. I was hoping it worked twice. There you go. Like I said, not the world's most complex track. 10 faults. I'm gonna have to have a crack at that. What do you reckon, 3 minutes? Let's try it in the ninja. And I think I mentioned this in other videos as well. I really like it when people go to the trouble of making variants of their tracks. Obviously, like, you find a track creator that makes a good style, but if they just made ninjas, you may never be able to play their tracks because they're too difficult. So you start with their extremes and build up, but it's in the same theme. You still get the good aesthetic, but it's just a slightly altered driving line. That changed my opinion. Jerk. So yeah, so you just rage at the end of a track and be like, nah, I hated it now. Yeah, search for track by this creator. A feature that I strongly recommend. I always sort of tell people about the good track creators, or at least the ones that I've stumbled across and crossed paths with. But always go and do that stuff because you will find spare parts. This guy? My attempted ninja build. Let's go, Satch. Yeah, so I think that more tracks by that creator is kind of a good feature, because if you find somebody, I mean, the video I did on Confused Muscles, everyone was sort of telling me they go through and they played a whole bunch of his stuff. Thankfully, that recovery point, I think it was, Big Shot Rob hadn't even seen before, so then proceeded to zero fault it, thank you. But it's, yeah, I think that's one of the coolest features about the way Track Central functions, is because you can build up this, you know, once you've got that reputation, people can easily find tracks. Okay, so that to me looks like a big bunny hop. And then a big one of them. Wow. Okay, so a little front lean. Oh, see what I mean? My fat thumb just doesn't work sometimes. I feel hitting my wheel on there. I feel hitting my wheel on that upper block is the smarter way to do this. I need to do a big hop there. Whoa, look at the size of that. So I'm hoping this is still on the easier side of an extreme. So I'm thinking I've got to hit this lower. Well, not that low. Come on, party drunk by nature. If I could record the audio, I'd get him to party up. I did that. I did a video a little while back for Ubisoft. This one of the competitions I ran for Ubisoft Australia. I did a multiplayer competition. It was an absolute pain to try and capture party chat while recording gameplay, while recording my microphone and all that stuff. I had a heap of problems. I had to do it for both Xbox One and PS4, and in both situations, the only way that I could get the audio to output through my HDMI cable and therefore into my capture card was if I used Connect or the whatever the PlayStation camera, I think it's just called PlayStation camera, is. Like I had to go out and buy a PlayStation camera just so I could record audio for those videos. And I have no idea why they made it so difficult to just output all audio. I'm sure there used to be a setting on the 360, for instance, that would just let you set it. I'm feeling again. I don't know, you know what it is. It'll be one of these. I get them every now and again. Messages people. They'll be like, "Are you recording?" Like, you just want me to give you a shout out on the chat. Oh, actually, yeah. And I even get people. It still baffles me. People send me messages. You know, hi, I've never spoken to you before. Can you give me a shout out on the channel? No. Why would I? Do something awesome in the community. Make a cool track. You know, set me a cool challenge. Post about how you've done something. You know, you've got top roach, or post about how you just got your first gold medal on a track. I don't care what it is. Don't just give me a shout out. No, do something. It's not hard to be a part of this community, man. Complete your first ever extreme track. I'll give you a shout out. Oh, speaking of shout-out, I actually wanted to make more of a mention of this because I really love this guy's message. I have to pause. A dude called Montori, so it's IXI, so similar to the way Satch's name's spelled. IXI, Montori. I love getting messages like this. One, because it makes my ego just feel awesome. But dude tells me that he's 100% of the game a couple of months ago. Now, I don't know if that means all platinums or all golds, because 100% to me is really just all the gold stuff. Right when I mentioned the dude. But yeah, they actually said that even though he's finished playing, or you know, as far as he's concerned, he's happy that he's finished the game. Still watches all of my videos, so I find that really cool. Like I said, one, ego feels great for it. Oh, I hate this freaking game. But yeah, no, just supremely nice. So I do read every message. I know sometimes I may or may not respond to every single one of them. Put that down to work and family, and you know, I might read your message when I'm, you know, in the car on the way home from work and forget to get back to you. So yeah, it's nothing personal. Actually, I'm a big hip hop fan, which I mentioned too, and there's a dude called John Connor who, if you don't listen to him, he's from Flint, Michigan. He's ridiculously phenomenal. He's signed to Dre now, so I'm sure everybody knows him now. But thankfully, I got to get onto him a little bit before that period, but he's got a great line in one of his songs where he's talking about if he doesn't give someone a shout out in a song, he's like, blame my mind, not my heart, in the sense that, you know, I do care and appreciate every comment that I get, but sometimes my mind just forgets to give shout outs where they're probably due. So Blame my mind and not my heart. Nice motto to go by. And I have to see what Drunk by Nature wants now. Oh, why is this so difficult? Well, Satch, you wanted to build a ninja track. You've certainly done it with this obstacle, my friend. And that's perhaps my approach. I may be hitting this wrong. Like I said, I'm trying to hit low, drive up, and then tap the brake when I get to the top, but it's just not. Maybe it is one of these ones where you need to really gentle throttle control up it, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. But again, the margin for error with that I think I like the way I was trying to do it before, but it just feels really inconsistent. And I still can't make the gap. I thought this was a good idea to go and check out this track. Maybe it wasn't now. Could have sat here for 10 minutes and tried to zero fault the extreme perhaps, but I'm forever destined to struggle on ninjas. And it does just come down to technique. I've talked about this with so many people. It's just that I don't practice these types of jumps. I don't practice this technique, so when I hit this, it's completely foreign to me. Whereas dudes that run ninjas all the time, even if they're 300 faulting, they're still learning how to approach it. Next thing, they 200 fault them. So I'm always going to be at a disadvantage with ninjas unless I put the yards in, and I think that's why I've been so reluctant to feature them on the channel. Just because I know I'm just not going to put the time in. That feels like a flip and fender, right? See how good my instinct is. Wow. Well, this is definitely a ninja version, Satch. No debates from... Oh man, that's a... Oh, my legs are squirming under the table. So if I had more time and energy and effort and desire and skill and capability and cameras, I'd put a... Don't know why I went on that. I actually put a... Oh, that was a good one. I would put a camera... Oh, you Muppet. I can say Muppet on the channel. I put a camera under my legs. Or under my upskirt video. No, a camera watching my feet. So you can see me squirm when I do the ninjas. Oh, that sucked. That other video, that other attempt was the one. So that seriously needs to be a... Oh, this is stupid Satch. Cool track bug. I mean, I already commented on the design and the industrial kind of feel of it. I really like the look. I guess the objects feel sort of grounded in this environment. Like, they don't just feel plonked on. Like, there's enough attention to the smaller details where it does feel like it was, you know, like it's always been here. Like, it's a bit rusty and it's a bit whatever, but the rocks tend to match the decay and everything's just cool. That's the frustrating thing, is I need to do this in one motion, right? Back too much on that one. This is just... so freaking frustrating. It's that definition of insanity, right? Do the exact same thing and expect a different result? That's me on Ninja Tracks. You are the worst part of my life. As I said, practice makes angry. See, to me, it's that margin for error that just drives me insane, right? I'm happy riding a trials bike, right? And I'm confident that put me in a room with a few hundred. Put me in a room with a few hundred regular people. And I'd like to think that I'd be reasonably good and, be a reasonable trials player. When lined up on these tracks against the best guys in the world, I have nothing. And that's the problem here, you have to sort of do that slide thing off that jump to get enough forward momentum. Which is really what's frustrating me, because to do that consistently, and then not have fat trigger fingers. But again, like I get the appeal of these tracks in that, like, I'm sitting here going, I don't care about the video anymore, I just want to complete this. So if that's what these things are designed for, or why people ask me to do them, well, mission accomplished, I guess. But so close to not getting this. See, like any touching on my front wheel on that second ramp, so it's a massive up, like massive bunny hop to get up here and get enough angle to make the first, like this in this gap, and then you've got to land and pretty much exclusively right on your rear wheel, otherwise your bike goes too vertical. But then you've got to get the right angle to make it up to the next. It's just stupidly difficult for a average person like me. Again, you've seen me do, I mean, I can do it, but it's, you know, one in a... And then this part, just stupid again. It's going to be disappointing if oh my god, this freaking fat thumb. I don't know how else to describe the fat thumb, right? It's just like, I know my brain wants me to... I'm just wondering if there is a more consistent way to achieve this, by the way. I think there might be, without trying to do it in one hit. I want to do the fat where I bash X, but it's like my finger just, my thumb just isn't coordinated enough to hit the button that quickly. And again, I think it just comes down to practice, but at the time when I'm like panicking and I actually need it, alright, that does look more consistent. So yes, potentially... should add that. Potentially I've been somewhat stupid on this track because it's possible to not do this in one fluid motion. And considering I'm like the master of telling people to find a consistent way to do something and not trying to speedrun it, I'm a bit of an idiot. That's alright. still got to do a stupid bunny hop to get up there. And you can't hit your front wheel on the ramp. But hopefully, if nothing else, right, have a look at my progression from a few hundred faults ago. I'm consistently hitting the first checkpoint, and I'm making the next part more consistently. That was it. I could have just bloody fended it. Well, Satch, you have certainly achieved what you set out to do, which is to create a ninja difficulty track. I kind of want to see this through now. As with all of these things, I'm nervous that I simply won't have it in me. Freaking stupid. This is a tough checkpoint. Oh, I had that. I know what I needed to do there to keep that. I shouldn't have folded that. That felt silly. Well, hopefully a bunch of people stopped watching by now. Again, the first 3 minutes, I can say I did a track, everyone goes away happy, and then anyone who's really interested can stick around for the next, I don't know, however, well, 22 minutes at least. And watch me stuff one freaking checkpoint. Oh, tough fail zone too. I really don't like the stupidly small margin for error on ninjas. I'm absolutely, despite feeling like I've got better at them this year, still get to stuff like this and I'm like, you know what, this doesn't make me feel like wanting to complete it. I kind of feel like I should. But again, I take some comfort in seeing like my bunny hop off the start here was woefully bad at the start. It's marginally better. Oh my God, Satch. Nothing but respect for track creators, but I hate you. Right this moment, I wish harmful things upon you. Like moderately, I'm like not seriously like harmful, but just, you know, like a sprained wrist. You know, like, yeah, I'd like you to slip over and like stub your toe. Well, you know that, yeah, I saw this something recently where you like, you bash your, like your little toe on like the end of your bed or something. Like, I want that to happen to Satch. Like that would be superb. If you just send me a message and say, dude, stub my toe. Like I have a bruise. I'll be like, cool. That's all I want. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You do you, I'll do me, and we just won't talk about this track again. I feel like it shouldn't be a... I don't know, I feel, again, it's frustrating because I feel like I should be able to do this checkpoint. So I'm just not getting enough of that, for sure. I'm gonna put this video out there. I don't know why. Like, I would just love to just get this checkpoint in like the last 3 minutes. Fairy tale ending style. That's probably the only thing making me keep trying. The chance that that happens, but... Oh my God, Satch, you... I can't get enough. Yeah. Beyond my skill level. Should have stuck with the extreme and been happy. Just be content with the extreme. Shady? But no, you had to seem like the big guy on campus. Like that. That looked awesome, right? That looked solidly like I had a shot at getting it just then. Oh, I got 30 faults in a minute and a half. What a stupid checkpoint. I'm trying to see. It's now a race between 500 faults and the timer as well. Alright, I've certainly given up on this checkpoint now because I think it'll take me more than 30 seconds to get through it. Oh, give me the fender grab, you. I hate Satch. That's what I'm calling this video. I hate Satch. Don't care. I hate Satch. Yep. I hate Satch.